The Armada has reached England! Then light every beacon!
In this rewritten world, the Spanish Armada does not fail. The storm never comes. The fleet sails north with its formation intact. The ships hold together. The winds turn in Spain's favor, and the English coast appears beneath grey morning light. In our history, the Armada became a symbol of failure. Its defeat helped shape the story England would later tell about itself. An island protected by courage. A Protestant kingdom spared by providence. A rising sea power proving that Spain could be resisted. But in this imagined timeline, that story breaks apart. The invasion lands, not cleanly, not easily, and certainly not with instant victory. England does not collapse overnight. History is rarely that simple. Local militias resist. Ports scramble to defend themselves. Nobles gather armed retainers. Emergency councils meet through the night. Rumours race ahead of facts. Some say London is already lost. Others say the Queen has fled. Every road carries fear. Every church carries prayer. Every coastal town watches the sea as if it has betrayed them. The psychological shock is enormous. For generations, the water around England has felt like protection. Now it feels like an opening. The Tudor state is shaken at its foundations. Queen Elizabeth faces the greatest crisis of her reign. Her commanders must defend the realm while confronting a possibility many thought impossible, that England can be reached, that England can be invaded, that the sea does not always save it. The Protestant future of England becomes uncertain. Catholic loyalties are watched with suspicion. Protestant leaders speak not only of war, but of survival. The conflict becomes more than an invasion. It becomes a struggle over religion, legitimacy, and the meaning of the English state itself. Across Europe, rulers understand immediately what has happened. Spain has not only crossed the sea, it has crossed a psychological boundary. The most feared empire in Europe has shown that England is vulnerable. Alliances shift. Catholic powers gain confidence. Protestant powers grow more anxious. The political map of Europe begins to tilt. Even if Spain fails to fully absorb England, the consequences are enormous. England's naval confidence is delayed. Its myth of invulnerability never takes the same shape. Investment, policy, and ambition begin changing. A kingdom that once might have looked outward across the oceans now looks inward with greater caution. The Atlantic future is rewritten, without England rising in the same way as a dominant sea power. Colonial rivalry changes. Spain keeps its advantage longer. France and the Netherlands move differently. The balance of settlement, trade and naval warfare across the Atlantic is transformed. The language of global trade changes. North America develops under different pressures. Some regions that became English-speaking in our timeline become Spanish, French, or contested for far longer. The empire that Britain would later build may never emerge in the same form at all. The Caribbean becomes even more intensely shaped by Spanish power. Atlantic law, diplomacy, and commerce develop with a different center of gravity. By 2026, the world speaks with different echoes. Spanish influence reaches deeper into the Atlantic world. English power survives, but smaller, more cautious, more continental. London is still important, still wealthy, still alive with commerce and memory. But it is no longer remembered as the unquestioned heart of a future global empire. It is remembered as the city that learned in one terrible season that the sea could not be trusted forever. In this alternate timeline, one storm never arrives. One fleet survives. One island loses the illusion that geography alone can protect destiny. And history is forced to ask a harder question. Was England saved in our world by strength or by weather?